Namaste. So today we would like to discuss about the fifth verse of Bhagavad Gita. In the fourth verse, Krishna had said to reach the state of actionlessness. Actionlessness means the state of super consciousness, samadhi, or nirvikalpa samadhi, or total liberation from karmas, total liberation from ignorance, total liberation from sufferings, total liberation from delusion. So to reach that state of total liberation of karmas, or to attain the state of actionlessness, the main medium is karma. It is only through karmas that you can attain the state of actionlessness, or the supreme attainment of human being. So now, in the fifth verse, he is saying, why karmas? Because we are always engaged in karmas. Either we are conscious about it or we are not conscious. But we are always associated, or we are always engaged in the process of karma. Like the thoughts. We think always. Sometimes we are not aware that we are in the process of thoughts. We are not aware. But we are always in the realm of thoughts, or within the realm of thoughts. So in the same way, we are also within the realm of karmas. So this, which is always within us, which is always, engaging us or binding us into the state of delusion or maya, or something which is the cause of this maya, is also the cause of going beyond maya, is also the cause of breaking this delusion. So karma. So Krishna says that there is no time that you are not engaged in karmas. You are always engaged in karmas. And you are compelled to do karmas. It's not that you choose karmas whenever you want. It's not that. You are compelled to do the karmas because these karmas are coming to you or manifesting unto you through your qualities, which are born from your nature. So, you have this nature within you. This nature, through the qualities of sattva, rajas and tamas, they are manifesting karmas. Like every time, every second, there is this evolution of karmas, and you are getting attached to those karmas. Either you are aware of it or you are not aware of it. You are always getting attached to these karmas. And because of this, you are in this, in this ever continuous process of birth and death, of sufferings. This is a cycle. We are always in this cycle of karma. Cycle of karma means cycle of birth and death. Cycle of birth and death is also called the cycle of sufferings. Because, it is through birth, it is through death that people experience sufferings. It is through birth and it is through death that people do not know their birthless and deathless nature. It is through delusion. So, if we can use these karmas in a proper way, in the proper channel, in the way the karmas has to be done. So these karmas will lead us towards liberation, towards infinite bliss, infinite happiness, infinite peace. So karmas are not only the medium to bind us in this world, karmas are also the medium to liberate us. But there is a grammar, a process. So Krishna, he is unfolding the process slowly, gradually to us. How you can use these karmas for the good of yours, to liberate yourself from the sufferings. So now we'll discuss about the 5th verse of Krishna. What he says, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Nahi kaschid shanamapi jatu tishtatya karmakrit karyate hyavasha karma sarva prakriti jai gunai. What does it mean? Nahi kaschid shanamapi jatu. There is no time. There is no time that it goes. Kritasna karma krit. That you do not do any work. There is no time. That means you are always doing something. I'm sitting. I'm idle. I'm not doing anything. Yeah, you are idle. You are not doing anything, but your mind is engaged in thoughts. The mind is engaged in the memories, thinking about the past, thinking about the future. It's always engaged. What happened yesterday? What happened day before yesterday? What happened 1 year before? Or what is going to happen? So always you are in the state of karma. So there is no time that you are not engaged in karma. You are always engaged in karma. And karyate hyavasha karma. Karyate hyavasha karma means karyate hi avasha karma. You are compelled to do these works. It's not that you do karmas according to your wish, according to your likings or dislikings. You are always, doing these karmas. You are compelled to do these karmas. Karyate hyavasha karma, karyate hi avasha karma, sarva prakriti jai gunai. These karmas which comes to you through your qualities, which are getting manifested to you through your qualities, and these qualities which comes from your nature, the kind of thoughts that you have, the kind of past impressions that you have, the kind of experiences that you have had in the past, the kind of karmas that you did in the past. So they determine your nature, and this nature also determines which kind of quality you are going to hold. If your nature is pure, then you will always hold on to sattva. If it is medium, then you will always resort to rajas. And if it is very inferior, if you have done very bad deeds in the past, so your karmas will always resort to tamasic karmas, tamas. That is, they will be lazy. You'll always want to sleep. You'll always talk like a fool. So it depends upon how you have prepared yourself, how you have done your karmas, performed your karmas in your previous lives. And that is how these karmas that comes to you, they are, if your past karmas are not that good, then these karmas which will come to you will also be not that good. Then how to purify yourself? That is also Krishna says. How to purify your karmas. So we'll also discuss this in our later talks. Thank you very much. Thank you.